sound.
Put our rudders in here, and you'll see they fit kind of tight. What I do is I pinch in the edge here a little bit, and I'm going to pinch the front end so it kind of goes to a point. I'm going to do both of those. I'm going to pinch the front end. We're going to slide those in. Now those are on the top side here, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do a little bit of a We're going to push the hot glue forward, both sides. Okay, then we're going to press down and make sure it's seated all the way. Alright, got that in there. We want to make sure we're perpendicular with the wing. Same thing over here. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to place our glue in here. And we're going to make sure we're down all the way, which I wasn't. There we go. I'm going to hit it again. Okay, there we go. We're good there. Okay. This thing's going together pretty quick, isn't it, guys? Alright, so if you've centered your servos already, what you can do is just put your arm on here. So it's sticking out 90 degrees. But make sure you've centered your servos already. If not, you'll have to take your screw out and recenter your servos. Okay. Alright, so we got our servo arms on there, and they're sticking straight out, 90 degrees to the rudder. What we're going to do next, we're going to add our wire, and we also need to cut this straw almost in half. It's going to be a guide for your wire. So let's see if we can guess for distance. We're pretty close there. I'm just going to trim them so they're both the same. Slide this on my push rod wire. I'm going to take my push rod wire and I'm going to kind of twist it, drop it down in the hole. And if it's sticking up a little bit like that, you'll see it. It's just the Z-bend isn't perfect, so go ahead and put a little angle there just so we can drop back. Push your control surface back and cut it. Make sure you're still perpendicular up there. And then I'm going to turn this around and kind of bend it, put it in the hole. I'm going to take my coffee stirrer. I want to kind of center it, and I keep picking up parts here with my glue gun. Alright, and then we're going to just slap a little bit of glue on there. Okay, kind of line it up so that's straight. Do the same thing on the other side. Pop this in the hole. Okay, go back, put a little bend in it so it drops down. A little more. Okay, drop this back, cut my wire off, and then we're going to slide our coffee stirrer on there. Got a little piece of glue on there. Okay, again, I'm going to bend this wire, pop it in the hole. Okay, going to slide this back. I'm going to slap a little bit of glue on here. Alright, going to move that up. Okay. Now these are at 90 degrees. I'm going to kind of set these for now, but you can readjust them later. Same thing on this side. Okay, so we basically finished this thing except for the power system. This is our power system. We've got 1806 counterclockwise motor. And then we're going to use a 6.3 prop. You can use anything from 5.3 to 6.3. 6.3 prop is going to go on here. And we are going to, now remember this, you want your lettering on your prop to face forward, okay? So with this motor is going to go on there like that. Your lettering is right up here on the front edge of the prop. Okay, this is actually a right-hand thread. So what I want to do before I fly, I want to put Loctite on there so my nut does not unscrew, or a little drop of CA or something. I'm going to tighten this on there. Okay, so we've got that ready. Our speed controller, we'll hook that up. We'll check rotation. You know, all you have to do is switch any two of these three wires and it'll reverse the rotation. Alright, so we've got the motor just about connected together there. There it is. Alright, so that's kind of ready to mount. Now what I need right now is a motor mount. We have our motor. We're going to actually put it on our mount. I want my wires coming up over the right side. So I'm going to place motor on there, and then the screws, use the shortest screws that they give you in the pack. Otherwise, if they're too long, they're going to damage your armature because they'll screw in too far on your into your hole and screw into your armature and damage it. So you want to get the shortest screw and get it started in the hole here. Alright, there we go. Got it started there. Get the other side, leave it just a little bit loose till you get the other side lined up. And get that one started. Get that in there. Give them a little tweak. You don't have to tighten these too much. You can put your third screw in there if you want. For now, we're just going to glue it on. And your bottom hole, you're not going to use on your motor mount. I'm going to put hot glue here. And I'm going to take this and place it right under here and stick it on there. Kind of check my prop so it's evenly spaced on both sides. If you have a little bit of up in your motor, that's okay. It'll work just fine. I usually flip it over, and what I'll do is I'll glue around the mount. Okay, and that works pretty good, and you can even make it look pretty with your finger, because I'm using this on low heat. I'll start it off on high and use low heat on my heat. Alright, so we've got our motor in there. We've got our control horns on there. Now we've got a little skid we have to put on the front. And that looks just like this. And we're going to place it right on there. Push it up against the mount. And we're going to glue this in. Both sides. And then I'm going to add a little bit of glue right there where the mount is. Okay, and then at the very front, I put a little bit of glue. And, okay, your speed controller is going to go in the center rectangle. So you can glue it down in there. Your receiver goes in the back. Your battery, a 453 cell or an 852 cell, will be in the front. And we give you a couple little pieces of Velcro. I usually put the fuzzy side on the battery and the hook side in this little rectangle. That holds your battery in. And get it all hooked up to your radio. Get your battery in there. Get your speed controller in there. Your receiver all hooked up. Use Elevon control and go fly.
Sound.